Good evening, and welcome to the Skrunkly podcast, where we enjoy a good gaff, a good goof, and even a slight tickle of the grundle. My name is Maddie, and although I haven't eaten one in years, my burps smell like hot dogs.
My name is Manny, and I made out with your grandmother.
Oh, I'm Emily, and I have ringworm.
I'm Ryan. I've got an extra appendage. You'll never know where it is.
I'm Tim, and I own a lot of guns.
Oh, no.
It's true.
A lot of guns.
That scares
Too
me.
many.
That scares me too, actually.
I don't think you should own even one gun.
He meant BB guns.
No, I meant real
Oh,
firearms that most of them are, chambered in 7.62, and most of them are AK-47s. Thank you.
Okay.
Who would have thought
Wow.
that the Skrunkly podcast would have been on like FBI most wanted list because of Tim?
Here we
Yeah,
are.
that's actually, it's just one individual.
See, no, it would
who's
be
on
if
the
it wasn't
podcast.
all lies. Straight
It's
up.
No, actually,
satire.
Oh,
lies.
we were supposed to say
For-
lies?
We fooled you.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I mean, my burps
haha.
legit smell like hot
Anyway,
dogs. but
guys,
here
so
we go.
like, you guys looking to buy guns or something?
Okay, we're done with that. Welcome to the Skrunkly podcast. Tonight, we're just talking about some Skrunkly shit.
What the fuck is a
And,
Skrunkly?
Yeah, what is a Skrunkly? What does Skrunkly mean to us? I don't know. I think that Emily should sound off there.
Okay. Well, actual definition of a Skrunkly, from what I remember, is something that is so ugly, it's cute. Just
Wow.
like a quick little...
Yeah.
No, it's
So-
something that you hold very dear. It's something
Okay.
that you love very much.
that you love
It's like
that's
something
ugly,
that
that's
you
cute.
love so much that's ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that.
It's
Which
not
could be
so
anything.
ugly. It's cute. It's so cute. However, it's ugly.
No, it's like it's yeah. It's like a pug. Pugs are Skrunkly.
Pugs are kind of Skrunkly with
I
their
love pugs.
big eyes
True.
and
My
inability to breathe.
who's your favorite pug in the
They're-
world?
The form faces.
My
Your
dog
mom.
that I put down, that was a pug
Oh,
that I
Oh.
put down.
mine was
Yeah,
from
that's
Men in Black.
real.
Frank.
Oh.
Oh, Doug.
Frank.
That was
Frank.
a good pug.
Remember Doug the pug? He used to get dressed up. He died, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my, I don't even know who that is.
Jeez.
Doug the pug? You don't know Doug the pug?
You saying it more is not making it click. in
Say it
my
one more
brain.
time.
I
David.
Doug-
Doug
the
the
name.
pug? You don't get it?
Oh,
You
Doug
don't
the
get
pug.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Rings
duh.
a bell.
Duh.
No,
Doug
I
the
don't.
pug.
I don't keep up with dog celebrities too much, but I think that the pug of the current timeline is Bones, or is it Bones or the Bones pug?
The Bones
The no
pug.
bones?
I don't think
I
that's his
don't-
name.
No, it's,
Pugs have bones?
Maddie,
Sometimes
explain
they
to
do.
us what
They're
that is.
Deformed.
so
broken
there's
bones.
there's some pug on TikTok where like if it's a good day, it's a Bones day, and if it's a bad day, it's a no Bones day. And so like this guy, like I probably jokingly, I don't know, maybe he does take it very seriously, but he'll be like, "Uh-oh, it's gonna be a no Bones day," and it's just like a silly joke. I don't know if that even makes
Well,
sense.
he like
but
so he
No, it
like
didn't.
picks up the dog, and if it's a Bones day, it means the dog's standing up, ready to like take on the day. If he tries to stand the dog up again and he falls over, it's a no Bones day, and it's a day to like rest. You just gotta
it's
rest
an
and be
R&R
lazy.
day.
Yeah.
You gotta recover from the no bones.
Yeah. Well, no,
it's
recover
like-
from the
it's like-
bones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's like a Groundhog Day thing.
Yes.
You gotta regrow them.
No bones. 4 more weeks of winter.
If this pug falls over, it's 7 more years of hellfire.
or that.
Goodness.
Jeez. It's always like
Do they
It
the
can't
worst.
be
Yes,
normal.
the absolute worst thing it could fucking be.
If it stands up, it's 2 years in heaven.
So
Just
What
two.
only two.
wow, just two,
Two
and
and
then
never
after
again
that,
after that.
it's back into
It's back into the
determination.
hellfire.
Hellfire.
That's what happens when
There's
you use
no
a
there's no
pug.
limbo. There's no in between. It's heaven or hellfire, and hell lasts a lot longer.
You know, I like when people do like cute little silly things with or for their animals, and like it makes me happy. You know.
Please give an example. You just
Yeah,
said
I was
the
about to
most
say, I
vague
need to
thing
know
I've
what you-
ever heard.
I don't know. I was trying to like segue into something and it didn't work. So maybe
Like
I
when
should
people
try that
dress
again.
the same as their animals.
Well, no, it's just like
Ooh,
know,
I
some
like
people
that.
Like
on
when you have
on
like when you
social
set
media,
like a when you set
they'll-
like a table, like a seat at the table for your dog.
yeah, or like I have an entire table in my dining room with like a blanket on it for my cats,
Okay.
and
okay.
also a portion of my couch that I do not sit on because that's for the cats.
So you make like accommodations for your cat as if they
Yeah,
were
like
a
when people make
person.
accommodations for their animals, like I
Don't
think
we
that that's
all?
really cute and sweet.
I wish I could do that for my dog, but he's such a little asshole. He's such an asshole. that I
Don't
don't
talk
do
about
that.
him like that.
I mean, everybody has an asshole animal. My cat
He's
bit me
seriously,
last night
he's
for
such
hugging
a
him.
dickhead. Like he literally, oh my god. So today, like, when I was getting food with my dad, I brought Max with us. And so we couldn't let him into this because there's a Turkish place that just opened near me. And so we were going in there. No dogs allowed, obviously, because it's food. And he's just waiting there outside. Like we'll trade basically standing outside with him. And every time the door would open for somebody to like walk out of the place, he would like charge them.
Oh my god.
It's such an asshole for no, like, it wasn't in a mean way, but like people got like, there was this one young girl, she had to be like maybe 13, 14. She like, Max ran up to her and like jumped at her face and she was like,
What
I
kind of
was
dog
like,
is it?
Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus, man.
He looks
I
like a little
luckily had him
guy?
on the leash. Literally,
Little
when he
guy.
jumped up, the leash, like, he got launched in the air and he swung back down from the leash because he jumped so high.
Goodness.
It was stupid. I was like,
That's
dude.
intense.
And then, like, when he jumps up in my lap, he, like, specifically jumps and his back paws always land on my nuts.
Oh.
He's just
Amazing.
punishing you because he knows you need it.
What's that supposed to
Don't
mean?
ever word that way. That sounded awful. That was
Yeah,
a
that sounded
really
pretty
bad
weird.
statement.
Not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna have to
Well,
pull
see,
out
I
my
think that y'all have
guns.
dirty minds, and that's why you took it that way.
Really?
Per usual.
It's not a me thing. It's absolutely a you thing.
Why are you gaslighting me?
Ooh.
The episode, we're like what? Like not even 10 minutes in the episode. You're already gaslighting us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're already being
Gaslight,
racist.
gatekeep, girl boss.
Yes,
Ooh.
like gatekeep.
The
Girl
three
boss.
That's
G's
the way
that
to
I
go.
live by:
Dude.
the Father, the
Maddie,
Son,
you
and the Holy
fucking G,
Trinity.
dude.
Jesus Christ. Literally, I guess.
The gaslight.
That's how I live.
gatekeep,
Bro,
girl
millennial
boss
moment.
Trinity.
Speaking of asshole pets, Manny,
My husband.
do you want to talk about sweet
Oh,
beans?
what I've been dealing with, like,
Oh, I guess
Oh,
you have a
also-
bigger situation.
oh yeah, like, well, I don't know if you can hear it, like, through my mic, but my cats are both in heat, and they keep trying to fuck each other, and oh god, I can't.
Are they both
Like-
women?
No, I got one male, one female,
Oh,
and
are they?
it's
are
like
they
this
fixed?
whole week. No, they're not fixed. This whole weekend, I've just been trying to keep them separate, and it's nonstop meows and screams and
Beansy is howling for the pussy.
moans. Yeah, so if you hear it on my mic, I apologize, but
Just-
those are just my horny cats.
His cats be
Horny cat
fucking.
noise.
Yeah.
One
They
of the
try,
cats goes,
I stop it. I cannot deal with kittens right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, meow?
Cat and heat sounds are
Right, meow.
awful.
Yeah.
I have one unfixed cat, and she gets on the floor and she starts rolling around and putting her butt in the air, and she just makes this, just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, stop,
slut.
please.
You
Put it away.
Cut that out.
And like the girl is only like, I don't know, like 5 months old. Like, she's my baby. Like,
Yeah.
stop being a little hussy. Put your butt down on the floor like a normal cat.
Sit your bottom down right now.
Get it out of the air.
Put that thing away.
Quit wafting your asshole in the air.
Put your pussy away, please.
Put your
Put
booty
it
away.
away.
Yeah, I feel
Put
for
that thing
you.
away, please. I do not like that.
She's like
so,
vaporizing out of her fucking.
I realized, guys,
cat
that
pussy.
although we gave the Urban Dictionary definition to Skrunkly, we didn't really go through the things that we find Skrunkly.
For example.
We kind of
Cats
just
and
got
heat.
off on a tangent about cats and how they fuck.
Isn't
Real.
that what this podcast is?
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
it
the
Well, yes,
how
it is, but
animals
we gotta
do
we
it.
gotta roll it back a little bit. We gotta talk about some things that we find Skrunkly just a little bit.
Timothy.
Yeah,
I
got
find
something?
you scrunkly.
Oh,
thank you. That's very sweet. You know what, Ryan? I find you Skrunkly.
You know what?
now
Sam?
kiss.
I think you're fucking stunning. I think you're gorgeous.
Oh,
I want you to
wow.
put an organ inside of me.
Oh, what organ?
like a
Like
piano
like a-
organ.
Like a piano?
Should-
like
Should we
like an
leave?
orchestral organ?
I have a
You guys
story,
are
I have a
making
story.
beautiful music.
I want to hear it.
So back to TikTok. I was watching this TikTok. Speaking of things inside that should not be inside your body, I sent Maddie and someone else a TikTok of this. It was an X-ray, and this woman had come into the doctor. This woman had come into the doctor complaining about like having trouble peeing and like bladder issues and all this stuff. And they took an X-ray, and it was this huge bladder stone that was like probably the size of an orange, and there was something in it. like inside the bladder stone. And when they did surgery, it was like a tumbler, like a shot glass. She had shoved a shot glass in her pee hole.
Your pee hole?
Did it break?
In her pee.
Listen.
No, it didn't.
Like-
it was
like
intact.
not even- Like not
What?
the vagina, straight into
Yeah,
the pee hole?
like the
She had
straight
the
up
loosey
urethra?
poosey.
pee hole. Like I don't
It's
I don't even know if I could like see it, you know? Like I don't know. I don't know. It just
I can't even find it.
I put a shot glass up there last week. It's still
It's
up
not
Your
the
pee
same as the
hole
clip,
or
Manny.
someone else's pee hole?
Wait, what if you put a shot glass full of like hard liquor, like 80 proof whiskey?
That
up your
would
vagina?
burn.
Okay, so I watched.
No.
Emily has a story
The
from
goal of
last
the
time she
game.
did
The
it.
goal
I
of
have
the game
another
is to
story.
not spill it.
So I used to watch 1,000 Ways to Die when I was like in high school, and there was a guy who put liquor up his butthole because he wanted to get drunk faster, and he ended up dying because it doesn't go through it doesn't go through like your liver and your kidneys to
Right.
filter.
Yeah. It
So
goes
he
straight- it goes
had
straight to your
alcohol
bloodstream.
poisoning.
Like it works, but
Butt
you,
chug.
you will get alcohol poisoning.
It works
but
about as
it's
well
In
as
probably
college,
done,
we
you know?
we tried to help a guy butt chug a beer, and I don't think that any of us have ever seen a smoother asshole on a grown man.
I am
Like
shook.
hairless.
Not a follicle in sight.
Not a. Oh,
Not
man.
a
How old was
single
he?
follicle.
Was he a child?
No, I mean he was like.
Was it me?
So was it like
21 or
shaven, or
22
did
or
it look like there
something?
was just no hair there ever?
I don't know.
Like it
I
never
was really
grew?
drunk. I just remember no hair.
You were like, man, this guy.
And we were
nares
like-
his
Did you like? Did you
asshole."
like run your
Yo,
finger around the rim? You're like,
Brother,
"Whoa,
what
this
the
is
hell?
smooth. This is weird feeling. There's no hair at
Well,
all.
I-
Just
I
little
don't know.
bumps."
She felt. His
Promise you, I
asshole.
wasn't fingering
She
his ass.
she just like she walked up to him. She's like,
Ew.
Ew, the sound effect was so
What,
bad.
what did we say about sound effects?
I don't think that the butt chug was successful though.
It
I
sounds
want to
like
say that we probably just dumped the beer on his butthole.
I've
he probably
heard.
just went on his butt and down his balls.
I've heard that the most successful butt chugs are those of hairy assholes.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you
Yeah,
have
because
call
you
you
to have
hair.
your-
rip it in there.
You have to, or you have to get a you have
Like a
to, you literally
Venus
have to get
flytrap.
like one. You have to get one of those like baking
penis
funnel
flytrap?
things, and you literally have to stick it in your butthole and then pour it in.
Thanks, Tim.
Seems like a lot of preparation
Wow.
and thought going behind
No,
something that
it is
I would
no
only
preparation at
expect
all.
for someone
You
to
literally
do
have somebody
without
else go to the
thought.
kitchen, get one of the funnels, and just like force it in there, and then pour some beer down there. That's what you do.
We don't
No
say
purpose.
we don't ever
Put it
say
in there.
Anything in my
force.
butt,
Spit
it's
on it a
gonna
little.
be lubed.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Penetrate with
Consent.
consent. It's kinetic penetration with consent. Pour the beer.
Kinetic.
Yes,
So there's
kinetic.
some
Kinetic
power.
hand.
Like, ugh.
Ugh.
Love that.
Sticking it
Yeah,
in.
Have y'all
just like
have y'all
that.
ever played with kinetic sand?
Yeah.
No.
That stuff's
Yeah, I,
awesome.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
My little sister loves it, so she gets
My
like,
ex-
all like the little.
Oh, I love
hits,
chopping
and
it.
I'm just like.
My ex-girlfriend had like really bad anxiety, so and ADHD, so she had kinetic sand on her desk at all times, and I used to go over and play with it.
What was the stuff? It was like one of those like sale commercials. It was like slime with like the little foam balls in it. Floam. It was Floam. Did any of you guys have Floam?
Yes.
Okay, I have a really tragic
great
story
name.
about Floam,
Oh
unironically.
no. Did you eat
Right?
it?
So I was like, I saw that shit and I was like, this is fucking rad. This is going to get me laid in a minute. Back in like third grade. And
Yeah,
I was
of
like,
course.
Mom,
Yes.
In
Mom,
third grade,
fuck
he was like, "I want
Christmas,
a
dude.
parcel,
fuck
dude."
Christmas, dude. I want one thing and one thing only. I want
Fuck
Floam.
Christmas.
And so she got me like the little package of Floam because they had like the really funny like containers that looked like little, blobby things.
Yeah.
And she got it for me. And I don't know, maybe I just got like really, really fucking unlucky. Mine, I opened it up and it was just dry and hard. Just
Aw.
dry and hard.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
you're fucking geeking
Well,
me
That's like-
right
At
now,
least
right?
you got it. My dad ordered some from like the phone call, like from the commercial,
Yeah.
and we never got it. And he likes to bring that up sometimes. Like, I bought that damn Floam. And we never got any Floam.
I forgot that was such a popular thing to do is like buy the shit from the infomercials.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did that one time with like nail polish.
That's dangerous because you're just like giving them their card information. You don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah, that's probably why they
3
stopped it.
payments of $14.99.
Plus $9.99 shipping and handling.
$400 now or die.
Yeah.
That's what my infomercials always said when I was a kid. It was always just like $400 now if you want the toy. If you don't call and you don't want the toy, you die. We won't kill you, but you'll die.
Gonna happen.
It's purely circumstance.
Just let him get it out, guys. Let him just get it all out.
Fuck you, dude. Shut up.
Have y'all ever just been sitting and suddenly realized that you're bleeding?
Oh,
That
Yeah,
happened
all-
today.
Are
Literally
you
today.
bleeding right now?
My fingers. Look at this. My.
Oh
look
my
at-
God.
look
Oh
at
my
this.
god.
Look at this.
Your leg is bleeding.
Look at this.
My leg is
For
bleeding.
context, Tim is not showing anything.
Yeah, that
He
was a black
completely
screen.
blacked out his camera.
Guys,
He's
look
like,
at this, dude.
Look at this.
Look at this.
So you saw as much as we did. But today I was outside, doing some yard work, caring for the animals and stuff, and I forgot. Oh yeah, I was dumping out a bag of mulch, and I was like, huh, my finger kind of hurts. I look at it, and it's just like running down with blood. I was like, when did this happen? How did I not notice this?
I feel like
How
hands
did this
bleed a
just
lot.
happen?
That happens
Yeah.
to me all the fucking time.
I'm like, how do I not notice? What is wrong?
And
with
also,
me?
yeah, hands bleed a lot because there's a lot of blood vessels in your hands.
Hold
I
on.
rem-
Tell us more.
Like most people, when they bleed out to death, it's through their hands because you just don't notice it and they just die.
Yep,
You bleed
that's
a lot.
that is exactly right.
I was thinking most people bleed out from the inside.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Dude,
like
that's so funny.
internal
Where'd you hear that
bleeding.
joke, huh? Did your dad tell that joke, huh? Did that
Yo,
happen,
mama.
huh?
I remember when I was in beauty school, they said that like one of the biggest things, obviously you don't want to like nick anybody's ear or when you're cutting their hair,
yeah.
but it happens for people.
Mhm.
And they say, like they put in the book, like, just so you know, it will bleed a lot. You could have like barely cut their ear and it's going to gush blood. So don't be worried. Just put like a bandage on it. It should be fine. But I was like, that's terrifying. What a terrifying
Has
thing
it-
to put in the book.
Has it happened, or have you seen it happen?
I personally, luckily, have not cut anybody's ear, and I've not seen it. I have seen a girl slice her hand. She was like, the way that she was cutting the hair and holding it, she wasn't paying attention and cut into her palm like a V.
Oh
I
my
just-
god.
Oh Jesus.
That sounds
I have a
Awful.
couple photos
Those
of some
hair
cuts I
scissors
got
are
from
sharp.
They're
from
very sharp.
this knife in particular. For this one, you guys can't see.
It's
He's
a
showing us a
butterfly
knife.
knife.
Showing us an
I'm showing us a
illegal
butterfly
knife.
But it's so yeah. Like this one time, so I was playing video games and I was playing not with that one I just showed that you can't see, viewers, but it was a butterfly knife and I was playing with it while playing video games or watching a movie or something like that. And I was just like not paying attention. I ended up having the blade, the bite handle is what it's called, the close down on my finger. And I swear to God, I fucking almost passed out from blood loss. Like there was so much blood. It was ridiculous. It was right into my middle finger, right at like right exactly where the vein was. Like it's still scarred to this day. It was so bad. I almost
That sucks.
had to get stitches.
Ooh,
damn.
good
That's
thing you didn't.
awful.
I thought that I needed stitches not super long ago. I was trying to, and I was being stupid. Cut, you know how they like shrink wrap batteries sometimes? Like if you order them from Amazon instead of being in
Yeah.
like, a container, they like shrink
Mm.
wrap.
I do that all the
Shrink
time.
wrap them. I was trying to cut that wrap, that plastic wrap, with a knife, and of course cutting towards my other hand like an idiot, and I just end of the knife into the side of my thumb. And I sat there, I was like,
Oh.
oh my god. And I
Ugh.
pulled it out and it bled and it bled and it bled. And I was going camping that weekend and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna be outside all weekend with this like
Put
hand that probably
dirt
needs
in it.
stitches
My
or
boo
something.
boo.
My
And,
boo.
That it was scary. I still have pictures where I was like just kind of like pressing it and opening it up. And I was sending my husband pictures. And he was like, stop it, stop, let it heal, let it close back up. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. It's so cool.
Disgusting. You are
I'm
disgusting.
Evil
That's-
and
I had something like that in middle school. A friend of mine brought it was like a little circle, and there was like knives that would open up, like kind of like a ninja star kind of thing.
Oh.
Ninja
If you-
star.
So like it's just a circle. If you throw the circle, like the knives would pop out and it would spin, and so I tried to do it, and I don't know how, if I threw it wrong or what, but I threw it and it just sliced the skin of my thumb. Like it's like it had like a little flap. Boop, boop, boop. I can look inside. I can
Oh
look
my
inside my
God.
thumb.
I'm gonna throw
I still have-
up.
I still have a scar. It's like a little smiley face.
At
That's-
least
Oh
it
my
You
looks
want to
Oh
know
my
how I
God.
got these scars?
Yeah, I got stitches.
My
and-
father was
Funny
a bit of a
ninja
drinker, and he loved apple juice. That's what he drank.
I feel like the worst scars that I have on my body are from my sister because we used to fight each other with our fingernails. I'm like not even kidding. We used to
Fingernail
Girl
scratch the
bossing.
fuck
Girl
out of each other.
bossing.
And there was one time where she was like just fed up with I was bigger than her at the time and I was stronger. So she went, just more technological and she cut her fingernails into jagged like shark teeth edges and would scratch me with that.
That's-
I have literal scars all
menace.
over my hands from her.
This
I
was
mean,
first
I have,
degree.
yeah, she has scars for me too, but like, you know.
You're actually lesser than her because of that.
Yeah.
Hope you know.
That's an
She's
arrestable
smarter than me.
offense.
She's better
Well,
than
you know
you.
what? She slammed the door on my toe, and I got to take her door. So
I think I remember you telling
get
us that
fucked,
last
little
week.
sister.
Get wrecked.
Speaking of weird little like hand scars we got going on. I was a really what am I talking about? I am a really goofy dumb person who just does things very spontaneously without thinking. And I was at a party and they had these like little balls from like the dollar store, like little bouncy balls that had like little glass tubes in them that, you know, you break them, you throw them at the ground really hard, they break and they glow. It's like a glow stick inside of a clear little ball. So let me just pinch the ball between my hands and just like crunch it and see what happens. And the glass tube obviously broke, punctured through the ball, and cut the nerve in my hand. And I couldn't feel my entire like thumb for like a good like few months. It was really bad. And it was just
Yeah,
like a
'cause
nice
that-
deep little cut.
That stuff has to grow back, and it never grows back the same either.
Yeah.
It always
it's,
grows back differently, so things feel different, I bet.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was very bizarre because I was like, I go home and I just this whole like my thumb and like that section of my palm just nothing.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, this is it. I'm done for. Just take it off, remove it, get it out of here. It's dead weight.
Y'all ever stubbed your toe?
Never.
Not once. Not once. Nope.
I would
I've
never.
actually
do
Never?
removed
that.
every
Impossible.
jagged corner in my house to
It's
avoid
impossible to stub your toe on
I look where I'm
purpose.
going when I walk. Actually,
I have
Cut
tripped
all
on
my toes
air.
off, so it never happens.
it. Man,
Sometimes
It
I
is-
stub my
ultimate
toe in
solution.
people's faces on purpose. It's called a
Nice.
kick.
What?
I speaking of tripping on air, it's always so embarrassing when your shoe catches the ground wrong and you just
Yes.
stumble a little bit.
That always happens when I'm crossing the street.
And then people start honking, get this idiot out of the road.
Back when Crocs first came out and were gaining popularity, when I was in like probably 6th or 7th grade, I got a pair of blue Crocs. They were like navy blue, and I was so stoked. I was like, these are fucking fire. These are so cool. I had some divots in them, you know. And I tripped in the hallway like every day wearing my Crocs.
Yeah, you good on you. That was on purpose.
Like the bottom would catch the linoleum floors just like slightly weird, so I had to stop wearing my Crocs to school because I
Did
would
you have them
trip.
in like 4-wheel drive mode?
Mm,
You have been the off-road
Maybe
configuration?
I think that I may have been weird enough in like 6th or 7th grade to keep them in 4-wheel drive the whole time.
In clog
I
form?
mean, you got to. You got to.
We be clogging it. I love me some Crocs. I got Croc slip-ons.
Right?
I got regular old
I have
Crocs.
like 3 or 4 pairs.
They make
I
Croc
love-
slippers now.
I just recently
Dude.
got some for Christmas, and I've been missing out.
Isn't it great?
Mm-hmm.
They're great like go into the mailbox shoes.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
use them only for that.
I use them for sexy time shoes. What are you talking about?
Oh hell yeah. You
Bite-
go like pose
bite
your
my
legs
Croc.
in them.
I put my toes through the holes.
Yeah, I actually use Crocs for extreme sports, like when I'm
Yeah.
like bike riding, or like
Extreme. He's got hilly Crocs.
yeah. No, I've actually got Crocs that have guns on them.
Oh
Little
my
machine
god,
guns on the
Tim.
side.
Little gun giblets, you know. You
I
just
like
you
to see-
pop in the Crocs.
Guaranteed
I
it
would see
is the
Tim
best.
go a whole podcast without talking about murder, like guns, death.
I'm
Racism.
sorry, it's just on my
fucking
mind.
someone's parents or
That sounds like a you thing. I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. You just
Yeah,
just
champ.
injected that into me, dude. What are you doing, dude?
Projecting.
it's not the only thing I'd injected to you.
Project- Yo,
Heroin.
I'm not even anybody's parent. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody get the magic spoon.
Does anyone want to play hot spoons?
The magic screw.
Hey,
Or just play
hey,
the
Ryan,
spoons.
Ryan, what are you cooking in that spoon there?
Oh, just a little bit of fucking heroin.
That last
It's a new
part was
vaccine. I invented
great.
it myself.
It prevents
you damn near
COVID-19
invincible.
through COVID-30.
Yeah.
This is my natural fucking. It's an unnatural immune system, dude. I'm invincible. I can run in front of a car and kill it.
You would kill a car? Is that what you just said?
On
You
heroin,
wouldn't
yeah.
kill a
No
car.
hesitation.
Sir,
on that
that's
car.
PCP.
On heroin, you'd be fucked getting hit by a car. But on crack though, on meth, dude, you'd
Does
eat the car
crack
on
make
meth.
your bones strong?
You get hungry, dude.
Makes you
Have you
God.
never fucking messed with a crackhead or a meth
I can
head?
honestly say no.
I thought he was
haven't.
gonna ask if you'd
a-
done
live
that.
Okay, so
in-
like,
in, like-
a weak, like the weakest meth head ever could lift a fridge over his head. No,
Yeah.
no problem.
Meth heads are scary.
No, I'm not kidding. Have you
That
ever
is like
seen
a
a meth
real
head in
fear of
action?
mine. Like
Getting
because
attacked by a
we-
random meth addict in the
Yes.
middle of the street.
Yes,
That's why
because of the town we live in. Like that's like a real fear. Like I'm just like,
especially
it's a nice
if we
town.
if we go to
Don't get me
Detroit,
wrong.
dude.
Yeah.
Just
when we
meth
go to
heads
You
Detroit-
charging
guys
at
would
you
be
with
surprised.
fridges.
Detroit's like hoity-toity now.
Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah, Detroit's actually kind of squiddy-witty now.
Squiddy-witty, hoity-toity.
They really cleaned up the boom glot and got the Scrimblow going there.
They actually installed brand new Belungus drains, so the Belungus goes down the drains now.
Listen, all my boomers that are listening to the Skrunkly podcast will know what hoity-toity means.
No,
And y'all
all
can
the
kiss
boomers,
my
all the
hoity-toity.
boomers at this point during the podcast have had several heart attacks.
They've
Tim has
died
killed
Probably
them all.
3
stopped
times
listening
over.
after like the intro.
Yeah.
They heard like the
Let's be real.
heroin joke and they were like, "Duh!
Keeled over. But yeah, the town we live in, don't get me wrong, is, reasonably clean, reasonably nice, but we definitely have our fair share of alcoholics and
racist.
racist and crackheads. And it's a real fear that I'm just going to be, chilling,
Can't
living
wait to
my
not
life.
visit.
One's just going to bust through my door and be like, that's it, I'm eating the dog. And that's it.
If you don't let me eat this
I have a
dog, I'll eat
question.
your
I have a
face."
question for y'all.
Yeah.
So
What's the
I've
question?
like seen little things about this is like a long time ago, but I've seen things where like people have died and their animals are still home and then their animals
yeah.
eat them.
Yeah, they will.
Um
Oh, your cat doesn't give a shit. It will eat you.
I would totally I would be like, I guess Leo,
fine.
my dog,
I
like
mean,
I
like,
guess
if
if he's
I-
hungry, chow down, baby. This body's
Yeah,
for
if
you.
I
now.
No, he
died,
will.
Then
But
like
the-
they
the
didn't
fun-
have somebody bringing them food. Like go to town.
The funny thing
Enjoy
is
my
though,
Yeah.
like the cats don't really care all that much, but dogs, they'll be upset about it.
I don't
Like
even
they'll
think it's
eat
about
you and they'll eat you and they'll be upset about it.
They'll
They'll
have
be
guilt.
like,
I don't know. I
Oh.
feel like cats might be a little upset about it. My cats
No.
love
They're
me.
like-
My cats
Cats
are
are
very
like
emotionally dependent on me.
eyeballs.
Because yeah, if
Don't
you
get
think
me
about it,
wrong.
they would only be able to survive on like the food that they have for so long. But
Yeah.
I got plenty of meat to go around if I had enough.
Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that?
Start
Some
with
of
my
the people
ass.
are gonna get some ideas.
Start with my ass.
Oh,
All right,
Peppers.
please, eat my ass, please.
The only
please,
time
girl.
where you can say my dog ate my ass is okay.
All right,
You're in
all right,
heaven.
okay.
hold on.
All
Let's
right.
let's get away from this one. Take a step back. I love my
Okay.
cat. My cat's a
I
really
love-
cool dude.
Dude,
name is
Samuel
Sammy.
is pretty cool.
Sammy's the fucking coolest.
Except I have cat allergies, and he rubs
Yeah.
his face on my face every
Wait,
time. I
wait,
see him.
what?
He was
What
his
kind of
face.
cat is Sammy?
Black and white.
He's a good boy.
Black and white. Hell yeah.
He's a good
He's just
boy.
a little boy.
Is he a street cat?
Scallywag.
Scallywag?
He used to be.
From the street.
He's a bit of a Tom. He's a bit of a Tom. He's
Yeah.
Thomas.
He's a retired Tom, I guess.
I think his name is Samuel.
Yeah,
Aw.
Samuel. We at my dad's old job. He there's just this little family of kittens that was like running around, kind of like scavenging for food. And my dad, throw him a bite to eat every once in a while. And he's like, all right, well, we gotta take these somewhere where they can, survive off of, things other than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and rocks. So he decided to take one home. He's like, this one's a keeper. And he was the most aggressive, most violent little creature you've ever seen.
Kittens
We
are
had
the
him in a
worst.
cage, and he would jump up onto the walls and like hiss at you. It was so absurd. Like he was just a menace. And but like once he got like a couple weeks old, he just mellowed out. Now he's
Not
like the
feral
chillest
anymore.
cat. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's gotta-
so relaxed.
You gotta like.
You know
break
what's
them
funny is
with your
usually
love.
I've noticed that like a lot of
Break 'em.
cats that start off really aggressive become really mellow, and the vice versa is true.
Oh, they start
Yeah.
off mellow and then become like assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
my
don't know what
sister's
kind of
cat
cat
started
they
off as
hang
like
out
the
with.
sweetest little kitten, and he just hates everything now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Until a couple, like now that he's a little bit older, he's mellowed out a little bit, but he's still like if you walk past him and don't pet him, he'll scratch your toes and feet, and like your ankles, like he'll claw your ankle and rip it.
all he's saying is
Jeez.
coochie coochie coo.
Milo used to run and jump at people and like grab their legs. It was really funny, but like also
He can't
Probably
jump up
pretty
very high now.
Old.
that boy, he can go. He's just kind of fat. That's all.
That
a lot
boy.
of mass to get moving.
Why are you talking about Ryan that way?
One time when I was walking by Beans, like he jumped. When he was little, he jumped on my back and like put his claws on my back, and I couldn't reach him. My arms don't reach that. So I was like wiggling and thrashing around trying to get him off my back.
Man starts freaking out, backs up, slams his back
Yeah,
against
yeah,
the wall, trying to shake him off.
I I jumped
for
on the
reference,
floor
guys, Manny is
first.
really, really jacked.
He
Like he's a
stopped, dropped, and
bodybuilder.
rolled.
Yes.
I can
Manny's
re-
really, really jacked, so he can't. His muscles are so dense that he actually just can't reach the
Yeah.
middle of the
I
small
could-
of his back.
I could barely touch my neck.
I
He's
can
got huge
remember
shoulders.
Manny, you like walking back from like going to the bathroom or something and hearing on your mic, "Oh fuck you, Beans!" Like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here, Beans!"
Little
Just
fucking
like,
asshole.
Aw,
like
poor
you wouldn't even know where he
Beans.
was, and he'd be like popped out and like scratch at you a
Yeah.
little bit, and then run away.
Like he'll
A
hide
jump
and
scare.
get me.
Dude,
fuck you, Beans.
They fucking run
Five
away.
Nights at Beans.
My lady
Five
do that.
Nights.
My girly cats are so sweet, but Patsy will do this thing. She doesn't like jump out and like try to grab your legs or anything, but she'll like kind of run up to you as if she wants you to pet her, and then as soon as you reach towards her, she just takes off.
Psych.
I don't have a cat.
You need to change that. Get a cat.
I'm
You should
allergic.
get a
I also don't have a
cat.
cat.
Well,
Get
you-
over
oh.
your allergies.
Yeah.
Although Max was raised by a cat because my sister's cat was the one who like I don't know, like pushed him around when he was a baby, so he imprinted on him. And now he kind of just like acts like a cat sometimes. Like he sits at the windowsill and just like licks his paws and then does this. Like he licks his paws and then rubs them on his head.
Aw,
What a cutie petite.
what
Um,
a sweet
and then he-
pussy cat.
Don't call him that. Don't call him that. Oh, he loves cats. Cats are like his favorite animal, but cats hate him because he's so aggressive. Like he'll run up to cats and just like start sniffing their balls, like lift their body up with his head, and they just hate it because he's so aggressive. But like he loves them. He's
That's
like,
what Rusty does.
"Let me sniff your nuts. Let me do it."
Yeah, my dog Rusty does that to Sammy. Rusty's a big old like 70, 80 pound
He's
fucking like
goofy.
boxer mix. He's so goofy.
I love
so
him.
goofy.
He's just a big old goofball. And no matter how many times he gets scratched, like currently he's got like a big scratch on his nose from the cat because
Aw.
he just doesn't understand the fact that no, the cat does not want to have the cat's entire head inside of your mouth. He doesn't want that. But Rusty loves
That's not
to play.
something you want.
Yeah, like he never bites, but he just comes at him, mouth agape, puts a body part in his mouth, and he goes, That's it. All he does.
Is
and
is
Sammy
Rusty
obviously hates it.
Skrunkly?
Rusty's very scrunkly. He's not even the
Yeah.
scrunkliest creature I have in my house, though. Like
Who
he's not.
Are
even.
you the skrunkliest?
No, probably either Milo or Jake, which are my other dogs because they're small. And it's like Jake should be really cute because he's like I believe he's a Havanese, I think. I forget what the breed name is. But he's like a purebred, like fancy show dog. But he's got this really aggressive underbite. So he just walks around with his bottom teeth out, and he's like,
Who, Jake?
yeah.
Yeah, dude, Jake's funny looking.
And
And
Milo's
he's
just
so
looks like an
long.
old man.
He has like he doesn't have like dog legs. He has like monkey arms. Like
Yeah.
they're long
I
and they
love
don't
that.
bend. They don't bend at the right place. They like bend like human
he sounds
arms.
a little ooga booga.
He is. He's literally. He looks like a monkey. Like if you saw him, you'd be like, "That's a monkey.
Yeah.
That's not a dog. That's a monkey,
But he's
dude."
got
That's
the
a smart
patterning
monkey.
of a skunk. He's got
Yeah,
the
teach him
how to
patterning
walk
of
on two
He's a
legs.
black and white
Yeah.
monkey that barks.
Teach him how to
Yeah.
walk on two legs.
Yeah.
He'd be funny as hell on two legs. He goes on two legs to say hi to you, so you might
Yeah.
as well just start walking.
Speaking of like, purebred is the worst word to say this, but have you guys ever done like a 23andMe or like a ancestry
No.
like test thing?
I
I don't know why I
Wait,
said
are you-
purebred. That
Yeah,
just
I
made
was
me
like,
think
what?
of
Are
that.
you
I
purebred?
refuse to
I
find
have
No.
not, but I want to.
I'm
I really want to.
My mom and my dad, I think. have.
I know for a fact that like through a little bit of my family history is like purebred human, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
You're not.
yeah.
You have no Neanderthal in you. Is that what it's called?
No, that's not what I'm saying. There's
Any
definitely
chimp?
some Neanderthal there. I'm saying I don't want to find out how many of my grandparents are cousins or brothers and sisters.
Oh.
I mean,
That's a-
realistically,
That happens
though,
a lot
like,
more often.
well,
than you might
yeah.
think.
If you think about it realistically, like that was okay a few hundred years ago.
I have a friend who took one of those tests recently, and his like, he was like 50% like, or like 52, 58% indigenous, like Indian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Native American kind of person, and then the other half was Spaniard. I was like, bro, your ancestors were pillaged and
Yeah.
did some terrible shit.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he was like, what? What are you
crazy.
talking about? I was like, you don't know the history of
Yeah.
what the
Spaniards coming
did to
over
the-
and yeah.
Bad
To
news,
the
buddy.
Native
You may
Americans.
be the product of a horrible,
Yeah.
horrible crime.
He was like shocked when I told him. He was like, the fuck? They never
That's
should have taken this
God.
test.
That's really funny. You should have also told him that even though his parents are alive, that they're actually dead, and he freaked
Oh my
out.
god. Okay,
Why would I
anyway,
tell him that?
Okay.
my dad
That's
did
nothing to
it,
do.
and he was like joking around. He's like, I'm whiter than white. He was like, it was like Wales, Scotland, and that was about it. England, and then they came
Yes.
over to. He's from Maryland, and so he was like, every single one of my ancestors from both sides came from that area to Maryland, and that was like where they resided for years.
They all just
And then he was born.
collaborated.
So I have no idea what my mom's side, if there's a little bit of like Ooga Booga or something, Neanderthal. I've been seeing a lot of people like have caveman like like
tell you that?
blood. Yeah, it'll
What
say
does that mean?
Neanderthal, like like thick forehead,
Yeah.
like
Um,
Neanderthal.
I just want to know
Don't
what
trigger Maddie.
fucking gross ass, kinky ass Homo sapiens 100 million years ago were just like, that big monkey man looks hot as shit.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
kind of like a monkey.
Scary. They were like covered in hair, like 6.
They were literally they were covered in hair.
sexy.
They were
Now
they were
that's
literally
breedable.
they were literally like 7 feet tall, just giant monkey people.
Yeah. Scary.
And you think
Wait,
early
I thought
Homo
that they were short.
No, they were bigger than regular
Um,
humans.
Oh shit.
I don't
Like,
know.
that's what I
Super-
heard at least. I'm pretty sure.
They were way stronger than us. Like
That's the
Neanderthals.
Oh yeah.
From my
Their muscle
understanding,
density
were,
was way
like,
more, and they had a way lower body fat percentage.
The only reason we outlived them was because we have language. They didn't have language. That was
Well,
their
no.
only
Also,
downside.
it's because of our bigger brains. So like how it worked was like evolutionary wise, like we started giving birth to our children
Not real.
younger. Whereas like Neanderthals gave birth to their children, and they could basically like they couldn't walk.
They
but
were
could
not bigger
almost
than
walk.
us.
They weren't.
No, large nose, strong, double arch brow ridge, relatively short and stocky bodies.
Dude, that's Ryan,
So
dude.
that's
just say to me.
Tim.
He's described
Right.
Joe Rogan.
That's true. Joe Rogan's like 80% Neanderthal. So and you could tell, dude, he's like creatine. You know, I love PCP. So anyway, fucking
Neanderthal energy.
But yeah, no, like so basically how it worked was like, so Neanderthals women had like wider hips and smaller heads and smaller brains,
Giant
and they gave
titties.
birth to kids that were slightly later in their developmental thing. So they were like basically little humans. Whereas
Yeah,
like
they were just more
as our
advanced than we
brains
are.
started to grow, so did the our size of our hips shrank, and so now we give birth to babies that can't do anything, and we have to raise them really young. Which is actually, from an evolutionary standpoint, if you took intelligence out of the factor, that's actually a downside. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But because we're smart, it's a good thing.
It
Yeah, 'cause
says
they're healthy, so-
they were actually very intelligent and accomplished humans.
Yeah, so accomplished are not around anymore.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are not around anymore.
Yeah, like my dog that I put down.
Oh God.
I literally
For
cannot
fun?
stand you.
For fun.
I cannot fucking stand you.
All right. Wow.
always
you
know how-
I-
know
I
how to keep
asked
it
my
light.
dad one time, like, what our, ancestry was like comprised of, and he was like, "Nah, we're just like some European mutts."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, "Okay, good to
You're
know."
being
So,
trash.
I don't know entirely, but yes, that is me,
Yeah.
European mutt.
Look, I want to take the little
Meow.
DNA test thing, but at the same time, I'm also a little paranoid. I'm very paranoid, And it's like, what is Google gonna do with that? What are they gonna do with that? What are
I
they
have
gonna
like a
resell it to
handful
me?
of like personal reasons that I'm like hesitant,
Yeah.
but I think that I probably will eventually do it.
Yeah.
Some people don't want them to
Mm.
have like our DNA because they say that there's like a conspiracy theory saying that they're gonna use that DNA for like a database so it's easier to find you if something happens.
Well, that's a thing that they do. Like
Well, I mean,
Google's
like,
been
there's
caught
already
like
so
selling
many
that
other
information.
things.
Oh, I
to,
thought you
like,
meant the DNA thing.
I mean,
Like
Facebook literally does it every 5 seconds.
If they want to
Seriously.
find me, they
Scans your
can.
days.
If they want to find me, come and get
Yeah,
me.
I-
They know
live
where I'm at.
on
Pretty much everything out
Broccoli
there, so, like-
Lane.
Broccoli Lane.
My biology teacher, she's like actually really smart. I didn't like her though because her way of teaching was just kind of like really boring. But she was really smart, and I remember her saying that they were like, yeah, if you like just like save a little chunk of your DNA when you're young, like later on, because like the end of your DNA wears away, and that's when you start having genetic mutations just naturally. Like as you get older, you're way more prone to cancers,
Right.
all these different diseases that are just caused from like kind of like malformed fucking stupid skrunkly DNA. But it's like if you save some from when you're a kid, they can just replicate it and give it back to you, and that will replicate, and you just kind of like, you theoretically can reverse aging. And she's like, that's what the DNA things are doing. And she's like, they're trying to get you to buy it now, and then later on they're just gonna resell you it because now they have a young little chunk of your DNA. And
So like,
I'm
if my
like,
mom
that's
still has
cool.
my umbilical cord,
Yeah, I'm like, that's
or-
cool if that works, but also kind of scary.
The chunk of your
Yeah,
foreskin.
imagine just like, so we're gonna
Chunk
inject
of your
kid you
foreskin.
into side of adult you. Also, why would you want to de-age? I mean, death is a part of life.
True.
I want to live forever, bitch.
I refuse
You know
to
what I'm
die.
saying?
If I could be
Why?
immortal,
What
I
are you gonna
would.
do? What are you
Hell
gonna do
yeah.
after you learn? What are you gonna do after you do and learn and say everything?
Me and Manny will
do,
create a new world
learn,
because we're
and say
we're
everything
living
again.
forever.
I'd be shipped off to
So,
Mars.
that reminds me of, there was a TikTok that I saw the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it made me send Emily and maybe Manny, I don't know, the TikTok along with my own personal little message saying that I refuse to KMS because I don't want all those bitches from high school or college or whatever that I don't like and that were mean to me to be like, oh my god, I knew her. She was such a good person. We were such good friends, and I'm just so sad that she's gone. As if they weren't fucking assholes to me,
Yeah.
and I live purely out of spite.
Damn.
I'm being
I
spiteful
refuse to
by
die.
not
Right
doing
there.
that to myself.
That is girl bossing.
I will not allow you to mourn me because you don't deserve it.
you
You
fake
are not
bitch.
getting those brownie points.
You're not coming to my funeral and crying and getting all these little pity points online.
Maddie's
Not
gonna be
taking
laying in her
selfies.
casket with her middle fingers up. Like
I was like, you're not taking selfies with my corpse.
Hell no.
oh, people do that.
Closed casket, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Burn me
yeah.
and throw me in the
Have you
air.
seen have you seen that fucking picture of the? Or no, it's a video. It's like one of the very first TikToks, or maybe he was doing a music clip, where it was like that kid who was like
Yeah.
next to his grandpa on the deathbed, being
his
like,
hospital-
"I'm gonna
hospital
miss
bed.
you so much," and it's like to like a sped up like
He's
like
like-
nightcore song. He's like, "I'm gonna miss you so much." It's so fucking stupid.
Oh no. Poor
And
Exactly.
grandpa.
literally, the
Glowing and-
grandpa's just dying in the
Yeah.
background. Like he's actually about
See,
to perish.
that's when you know that you've been just online for too much.
Chronically
of your life.
online.
I think
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
you
like
need to go outside
not
and
only
touch some
chronically
grass,
online. It's
interact
not only
with some
chronically
humans.
online, but also like I'm saying, like so child abuse is not okay. I want to say that.
Oh my god.
But
Where did this
sometimes-
Okay,
come
put that-
from?
put that
Okay,
out there.
But
Put that first.
sometimes
Why was the disclaimer needed?
you just gotta beat the shit out of your kids to stop them from doing shit like that. You just gotta
Okay.
beat them to a pulp to stop
Okay,
them.
then
How
that-
about let's bring it back? Just don't give him a phone.
Yeah.
Don't
just
give
take
him a
away the
phone.
No,
Or,
no.
you
Give
know,
them a
force
phone
them
and
to
then beat them up.
interact With other
I'm gonna advocate
humans.
for Tim to never be a fucking dad.
Hit
Who's
him
with me?
as hard as you
I'm
can.
with
I
you.
mean,
Look.
punch down. You know what I'm
Look.
saying? Like if a kid's being bad, just stand over him and punch him in the top of the head.
No,
I got.
Why is he still going?
Don't do
Yeah.
this.
I got-
Don't hate your
I gotta.
kids.
I gotta
I'm
get my.
listen. If you
I
need
gotta get my
parenting
cat
Tim,
advice,
stop
my
talking.
DMs are
Let
open.
Manny talk.
My DM. Sorry.
I gotta get
sorry,
my cat
Manny.
neutered, and we need to get Tim neutered.
Yeah, let's
That's all I'm
get
saying.
neutered.
Yes, I've thought about it before. I was like, I should just get rid of the chance of me having kids and just get neutered.
You
Just
mean a
wrap a
vasectomy?
On a
rubber band around
vasectomy?
them.
No,
And
I'm getting neutered.
Let them fall off.
No balls, all
Welcome to a
dick.
veterinary office. You snip my balls now.
Put a cone
You
on
do it
his
now.
neck,
Put a cone on his neck so he doesn't lick the wound.
so he doesn't. Yeah, so he doesn't chew it.
Yeah, just like
Ugh.
tie a rope around my balls until they turn black and fall off.
Oh.
Sounds
It's
like
always
somebody's
to the
kink.
extreme.
Yeah, but that was
Well,
Maddie's
I
idea.
kind of started that.
That was
yeah,
Maddie's
I did.
idea.
I said that we should
That was-
castrate him
yeah.
like a goat.
Yeah.
What's
They
it
do
called?
that to goats?
Back in the olden days, they used to like
Mhm.
chop it all off, and it was called something. There was a character like that on Game of Thrones.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
well, they're called eunuchs.
Varys.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
eunuchs,
Yes,
That's what it is.
You-
Tim.
Yeah.
Will you
Tim.
be our little
Just get rid of
eunuch?
all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, be
try
your
it.
little eunuch. I'll sound like this all the time. Hi guys, what's up, guys?
He's gonna
He
be the next
was
Michael
so
Jackson.
high in the
I
choir.
I don't have a penis or balls or a penis.
You have to
Just
also
so you
shave your
know.
head like that guy.
No
in Game
shit.
of
I
Thrones.
still have nipples though.
Those gotta
Alright,
go
so
Grill
too.
take
into
those
nipple
two.
plate.
Oh no, not my nipples. They was like they're really sensitive.
Not just jibbly nibbles.
Not my jibbly nipples,
Not the
please no.
jibbly
They're the only things I have left.
8.5-inch areolas.
Especially after I put down my dog.
Oh my god, he keeps stop circling back to that. Cut that
I'm
out.
so proud of it.
Cut that out. I'm gonna fucking put you down pretty soon. Cut that out.
But I'm a eunuch. I don't have balls. You can't hurt me.
Oh my god. I can't
I don't
kick
like
you
this
in the
character.
balls.
Have y'all ever
Yeah,
made
I don't think I
candles?
like either.
No.
No.
I have
Wait, with,
not
like,
made
earwax?
a candle from scratch, but
Alright,
I have
Shrek.
like
Like
taken
Shrek.
a bunch of candles and like poured the
Melted them.
leftovers into one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like put a new wick in it.
Recycling.
Good story. What's
Hmm.
something else that we can talk about?
That was
Oh, well, I
great.
thought that you had like a point there. I
Yeah.
don't
No.
I thought you were going somewhere.
I just
That's
wanted to
what I
get off
thought.
of Tim talking about putting his dog down.
Why? Why are you so against that?
I
Because
like
it's sad.
candles. I especially like lighting a candle to remember somebody that we once loved.
Yeah,
like
like
Tim
my
said,
dog.
I
dog.
also hate it.
All right, now we all got to get into it.
We gotta light one for the homies.
We got
I don't have
Let's
my
deep
lighter.
dive into it.
I don't need it.
I don't know. Speaking on
That's
the idea
fine.
of candles, I have a very specific scent that is my favorite, and that is milk and honey. I don't know why.
I thought you don't use candles. I thought you used
I don't.
Orbeez.
I don't use
little
candles.
Orbeez.
I'm talking about scents here. But if I am gonna buy a candle ever, it's
Milk
gonna be
and
milk and honey. If I'm buying like anything scented, I look for milk and honey. I don't know why. Every time I get a huff of that shit, I'm like,
It's like I kind of know what it's just like
fucking good.
a soft, nice scent.
Sweet.
Yeah, like it
Makes
feels
my
good.
nipples
I
hard.
like things
Makes me feel
that
warm on the inside. Great.
smell
I like
like
a-
food, like
Hmm.
Like fried chicken?
Cookies?
no, like cookies
Oh.
and like
Oh.
cupcakes and butter
Fried
pecan
chicken candle.
waffles or some shit like that.
There's a
Hold
lady on
That
TikTok
has
that
got to
makes
be a thing. I need to find the fried chicken candle ASAP. If we have the pussy candle, we definitely got the fried chicken candle.
Oh yeah,
There's
Yeah,
a lady
Pancho.
there's a lady on TikTok that makes wax melts that look like food. So she has like chicken wings and like carrots and shit. Like they look real. Lemon pepper chicken wings.
Well, guys,
chicken wings.
I have never been so happy to let you know KFC made a candle.
That's beautiful.
KFC has Crocs
would.
too. I think Maddie told
Yeah.
me about that.
Yeah,
They would.
They
Yeah,
did-
I
they did
remember I showed you guys the scented giblets that they came with. They had two different
Mm.
versions of it too. They had like a high heel one. It's like a fucking platform croc. With
yeah.
themed
Those were.
after
I
that.
tried
I
to
saw that.
order those, but they sold out
so
too
did
fast.
I.
You know, Crocs does this interesting thing. Like they'll partner with like a brand or something, and they'll do like I guess it's a raffle, but you have to put your credit card information up front. If you win, they just go ahead and like charge your card.
Yes.
Lisa Frank right now is having a promotion for Crocs, and you enter with your card, and it's like if you win, they just automatically.
If you lose, they just have your card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
If you
like
lose,
I'm sure
they,
that they get rid of that. Like I trust it because it's Crocs and Lisa
Yeah.
Frank. Like it's not like it's some shady like third party. But I don't know. Part of me was like, I kind of want to see if I can win them, but I didn't want to automatically get charged.
Yeah.
How much is the charge?
I think that they were like $60 or something.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too
I mean, it wasn't like an outrageous price for them. But I also didn't like them enough to risk it. So
Yeah.
I feel
As
that.
somebody who was like diehard into shoes for quite a while, I've kind of like fallen off of that whole kind of like hobby recently. But that happens all the time. They raffle off the ability to buy things constantly. Nike does it
Yeah.
every time they have any type of limited drop. And I've entered in a lot of them, like a lot, and I've only won once. And I got to
Well,
spend
that's how
$160 on a pair of Kyries.
in the knife community, that's actually a really common practice because like a lot of makers only are able to make like one knife at a time, and their knives can go ranging like the thousands of dollars because they're handmade and shipped. So it'll literally just be they basically raffle off a couple of slots or maybe just one slot of your the potential ability to buy something, and if you can't afford it, then they'll just do the raffle again for somebody else.
They're doing that with graphics
and-
cards right now too.
Well, because it's the only way to fairly do that, right? Because like
Yeah.
you can't just be like, oh, if you click on right now, click on our website, you can buy it right now, but only 10 people get it because then people have like clicker bots that will click the website the second it drops, and they'll buy it instantly, and that's not fair.
That's
so.
why people were pissed at Best
That's
Buy.
not
because
fair.
Bots bought it
And
out
no offense, I don't like it.
immediately.
I don't like it.
We should
I
raffle
don't like
something.
Yo,
We
true.
should-
What should we raffle?
Let's all chew a
My
piece of gum,
sock.
and then we mail it to the next person,
Mush
and
it
they
together.
chew it, and then mail it to the next person, and they chew it.
Sisterhood of the Traveling.
Sit down.
Ryan's kneecaps
Double
fucking
bubble
scare
yum.
me.
Stop doing that. Yeah, what's with your kneecaps?
What does
Dude?
that
They're
mean?
all fugly.
What's wrong with my kneecaps?
Does he have
I
babies?
thought you
in his
broke your wrist,
kneecaps?
not your kneecaps.
Fuck you, dude. What's wrong with my kneecaps? What do you guys?
Dude,
Wait.
I'm gonna
wait.
give
we-
a
the
visual
one-
description of Ryan's kneecaps.
my dog
Fucking
is licking my
terrifying.
desk.
I could see
Well,
Satan
they're-
in one
they're
of them.
like heads. Yeah, they look like faces.
Ugh,
Yeah, they're
the
really
ghost
like
of Christmas past in the right one.
the only way I could describe it is if you like draw
Someone
a
take a
kneecap, that's
screenshot
what
of
his
that,
kneecaps look
please.
like.
And put it in the chat.
Yeah, somebody make that the
Like it.
banner for this episode. My kneecaps.
There was some celebrity who her kneecaps were showing at some performance, and people were like, "There's babies in her kneecaps."
What?
Like,
What?
what a fucked up way to
Wow.
describe somebody's fucking knees, you know?
The souls of all the lost babies are in her
The babies are stuck in her kneecaps.
Free the babies.
I wish I remembered which celebrity it was. I'm
I'm sure you
look it
could
up.
literally Google celebrity baby kneecaps.
Baby
and-
kneecaps.
It would show up
Celebrity
immediately. No
baby
questions.
knee. Ah, shit.
It's like
Knee
Lizzo or something.
cap.
Was it Fergie?
No,
Was it the
The
performance when
Conquest.
she was doing the
it was
front flips?
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, that's good.
Even better.
Dude, speaking of crazy shit like that, my one of my supervisors, one day she was on her way to work. I'm not gonna give away too much information, but one day basically she was on her way to work, and like right outside of her job, some guy, she was like at a, I don't know, like a store or something, and she kind of pissed somebody off at like a traffic light or something like that. The guy followed her to work, and right as she was outside, right about to turn the corner into the parking lot, he fucking shot her in the face.
No, what? No.
What does
He
that have
shot
to do
her-
with baby kneecaps?
Because no, it has to do with
I
funny
literally
hands.
cannot
It
stand
has to do
him.
with funny hands because she got shot in the hand and she has missing fingers, and so it's like she has a really cool looking hand.
Wait,
She has funny looking fingers.
I thought this was
And
like a
she-
gag. I thought this was like
and she
fake.
draws with her fucking, like when she writes stuff, she has to write with her pinky
Oh
because
my
she's
god.
right-handed.
I mean, you could have
I
told
had
us
a-
that without telling us that she got shot in the face.
Yeah.
No,
It's true.
because she went to go block it. She went to go block the shot,
Oh
and
shit.
it took off her hand and her face.
Oh my god. Did they find out who
Well,
it
just
was?
part of her face.
Speaking of cool hands, I went to school with a girl who she was born with like 2 thumbs. And they
on.
had to do
Everybody's born
surgery.
with 2 thumbs, Maddie.
What?
No, on
Wait a
one
minute.
hand.
Oh,
Why
okay.
would you do
With
surgery to
3
remove
thumbs,
that?
whatever.
That would be awesome.
Well, I mean, I think
3
maybe when
thumbs
she was like a
up.
baby or something.
Do you
Maybe
know
when she
how
was a baby,
good
probably trying to make it like look like a 5-fingered hand.
normal,
But
which
anyway,
is
she
stupid.
Boo.
like when she moved it, it was like the coolest thing. And that girl could text so fast. It was fascinating watching that.
got a
thing go at it.
superpower.
She
Wait,
had an
so
advantage.
they never removed it?
No, like they removed like the part that was extra, so that she had like 1 thumb on that hand.
That's stupid. I want 2 thumbs.
Yeah.
Well,
You know
Well,
how
guess
good of a
what, Tim? You
piano
got 2
player I would be?
thumbs.
if you ever wake up with 2 thumbs, we'll make sure to not tie you down and cut it off.
You know
Thank
those
you.
like
I really
tattoos
appreciate
or
that.
necklaces that it's like do not resuscitate, do not de-thumb.
Do not do them.
Keep my
A
thumbs clean.
D&DT.
You know what's
Like a
another funny
DNR.
thing that happens to people? When they don't have pinky toenails. It's just like a
Listen,
toe.
I have
That's
the,
weird.
I have
I don't
the
like that.
smallest pinky toenails. It's
What do you mean?
embarrassing. I have the
Like, there's-
ugliest fucking feet.
There are people that have no pinky toenail. It's just like,
A little nub.
yeah, it's
I've
just
never
their
seen
toe.
that, but I'll believe it because my pinky toenails are pretty small too.
One of
I
my
get
mom's
that.
friends used to buy like press on toenails.
Oh my
Glue them
God.
Trying to
on
fit in.
because her toenails were so small and she was that was the one thing she was self-conscious about was her tiny fucking toenails.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would much rather have the toenails I have than big giant ones.
They weren't
Yeah.
giant is what I'm saying. They were
no,
normal
yeah,
sized
no,
toenails.
that's not what he's saying. He's saying like in a world where like I had to choose between microscopic toenails and jumbo wumbo toenails, he'd rather take the tiny, teeny whiny ones.
Right, like, because I've seen people with, like, you ever seen those people that have thumbnails and fingernails that are bigger than their fingers?
Yeah.
So their whole finger looks like a
Mhm.
penis on the end because it's, like, swolled up by where the... It's gross looking. It's bad. I rather would have small, little, tiny baby nails than the big, giant, like, scallops.
All right,
I'm
pretty
sorry.
hand check.
I've got long fingernails, like obnoxiously
too.
long fingernails. Like they take up.
Wait, Ryan, hold up your hand like this. We got the same hand, brother.
Wow.
What does that
Whoa,
mean?
Whoa,
Now
you guys
kiss.
both have
For
left
the
hands.
listeners at home,
You
we
both
can see
have
each other
left
on video,
hands.
and we're doing a hand visual.
No, we're actually
check.
all in the same room surrounding a campfire, an indoor campfire. We're all just in a room.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
yeah.
true.
I got a confession to make, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's
Let's
up,
hear
man?
it.
I only have 2 thumbs and not 3.
No.
Oh
my
my
God.
god,
Tim,
sorry.
Tim, I have something to confess to.
I'm sorry. What?
I only have 2 thumbs too.
Oh my god! What is wrong
Guys,
with you people?
I think it's time that I come clean as well.
Oh no.
I only have 2 thumbs.
Didn't you guys say
Manny?
this before we became friends?
I got 3 thumbs.
Oh,
I'm perfect.
fuck.
Ah, my man.
You lucky bastard.
Guys, I've got a confession to make as well. We're just gonna,
This guy's
go
got a
around the circle here.
Mm.
I actually don't have the souls of children trapped in my knees. I was just born that way.
Oh.
I know.
He's got extra souls.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's baby knees.
Well, guys,
Were you holding on to that one?
Oh,
Yeah, I was.
Please.
cranking on that.
What a great way to end this podcast.
yeah, I think that now that we've had these heart-to-heart confessions,
That's got to be the title.
that's
though.
a good place
maybe
to
it's
maybe
baby knees.
Maybe it's baby.
call it a day. Our weird thumbs, our baby knees, our missing appendages,
Our third belly buttons
our
fourth
20-second
clitorises.
nipples,
Ooh,
And
I
8
wish.
knees.
our removable clitorises.
Nice big
Detachable.
clitoris.
Oh,
Don't
God.
forget the ear that I have underneath my butt crack.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't forget
Like
the
a big-
football
Or
of a
under my butt
clitoris I'm
cheek.
packing.
I have
I
like a
don't-
big clitoris right on my chin.
Mm.
That's just a
Clitoris.
pimple, Tim.
We call it a titterus, Tim's clitoris.
A titterus. A titterus is a nipple, actually.
Wow.
Wait,
I
is that
don't
the real
believe
name
you.
for it? What are you
No.
saying? What are you saying? Is that real?
Titterus. It's a nipple.
No.
I have
no,
2
I don't believe
noses.
anymore.
Fun fact.
Tim also thought
Clitoris and
Neanderthals were tall, so
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
listen.
Okay. Well, I am glad that everybody hopefully stuck around for all of these intense confessions. I know that it can be a lot to stomach.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, but thank you for listening to the Skrunkly podcast. We appreciate your time, your ears, and your slowly disappearing brain cells. We will catch you next week. Feel free to leave some reviews, some stars. 5 if you like us, 4 if you hate Tim.
Now, how could they possibly hate the star of the show?
Easy. But anyway, good night. We love you. Or good morning. Or whatever. Bye. Bye-bye.